Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well. Well, this video is about the grey waste drain on the Caravan. A few years ago I made an improvement to the grey waste drainage on the Caravan, but in this video I want to expand on that. Well, when we go on fully serviced pictures, the grey waste drainage point is more often than not on the same side as the waste outlet on the Caravan. But there has been those odd occasions when the drainage point has been on the opposite side. And you do get those caravan sites that allow you to turn your caravan round. So that means if the drainage point was on the outlet side, is now on the opposite side. And for this project, all I need is a length of 32mm domestic waste pipe, a piece of 3mm diameter stainless steel rod, and two 9mm round cable clips. Well, I'm using these because these are what I've got in the cupboard. Well, let's go over to the Caravan and things will become a bit clearer on what I'm trying to achieve. First, I'll show you the setup I did a few years ago. I've got 32mm diameter waste pipe, a 90-degree bend here, a curved T-junction here, two short bits and a short bit joining it together. This space in here is perfect for the outlet on the Caravan, and I chamfered these edges so it pushes on easy. Got a straight piece of pipe here, 1.83 metre long. The reason it's that length because it's the maximum I can fit under the bench. And I've got some Thetford seal lubricant for the joints. Spray some on this rubber seal. Push that on there. And here I've got two stainless steel hooks that I made. One's 10mm longer than the other, and the shorter one goes into a hole in this skirt or valance that I drilled, and that is halfway between the outlet and the back of the Caravan, and then the longer hook towards the back of the Caravan. And then all I need to do is place the pipe into the hooks, push it onto the outlet. And in all the time I've been using this system, this has never come out. And at the back here I've got a 90-degree bend. You can use a straight coupler if necessary, and 28.5mm flexible grey waste pipe fits perfectly into a 32mm fitting. And then you can run this into the nearest grey waste point, whether it's at the side of the Caravan or at the back. I tend to use the straight coupling if the grey waste point is at the back. The reason I've done this is because it keeps the pipe as high as possible, so by the time the water gets to the back, you've got more scope for the fall towards the grey waste point. Now, the reason I'm wanting to expand on this is because some sites the grey waste point is on the other side of the Caravan, so I want to get this pipe to the other side and keep it as high as possible, but maintaining that gradual fall. I've bought a 3 metre length of waste pipe. I'm going to cut it to the same length as the other one, and then I'll know it'll fit under the bench for storage. That's 1.83. I'm going to use this mitre saw, and then I know I'm going to get a perfect 90-degree cut. That'll come in handy for something else. In fact, I might carry this in the Caravan as an extra piece. I've got a 32mm deburring tool. That's giving it a nice chamfered factory edge. I'll do the spare bit as well. So this pipe will run along the back of the Caravan like that. So I'm going to need to put a couple of hooks underneath here. Now the back of the Caravan hasn't got a skirt or valance like the sides. These corner bumper pieces are not very good for putting a hook into. The only place I can put two hooks is at the end, both ends of this central section. I'll slot it into the So the best place to hang the hooks from is from this area. This is where the cable clips come in. So if I put one at this end and one at that end, we should be okay. The diameter of these nails from the cable clips are 2mm. So if I drill a 1.5mm hole, then there's no chance of splitting the plastic. I'm going to use the trolley jack to set the height for the end of the pipe. That's 75mm, so I'm looking at approximately 10mm per metre, so it's 1.8 say, so that's 9mm at the midpoint, 18mm, so 75 plus 18, 93mm from the underside of this bumper. Now I can measure length of rod that I need. Curve needs to start there. Yeah, that's got a fall on it. I'm happy with that hook at that end. That's that hook complete. So I can take the trolley jack away now and then I can get this hook made up. So that's where it's touching the pipe. So I need to bend it round from that point. Well, we're going to try that one. Right, we'll cut these excess bits off. That needs cutting off there. And that one needs cutting there. burr these edges so there's no sharp bits. Right, it's time to try it. They're the completed hooks. One's longer than the other. So the shorter one to this side, and the longer one this side. Seems to be sat on both hooks. Check the level. Yeah, it's got a decent fall, that. There you go, that's the bubble off level. I think that's perfect. If I level it up, to there, you can see the gap underneath to the left of the level. Now if there's a drain point on this side of the Caravan, I can put a straight coupler on. Flexible pipe. And run this to wherever the drain may be. So now the pipe is as high as possible for as long as possible, but it's still maintaining that fall all the way around. You can see how the hooks work into the cable clips. Same on this side. And this is down the side. And when it's time to pack up and go home, it only takes a few minutes to take it all to pieces. That's it. All the small bits go in this locker. And the two long pipes go under the bench. Right, we're ready for the holiday. Earlier I spoke about a fall on the pipe, so I thought I'd show you this easy formula. It's the formula triangle. D is for distance, F is for fall, and G is for gradient. Now in engineering you only use the unit of measure, metre or millimetres. Centimetres don't exist. Now let's imagine this being your pipe and it's 1 metre long, so your distance would be 1 metre, and it fell 10 millimetres over that distance. So your fall would be 0.01 of a metre. Now to work out your gradient, you would say 1 divide by 0.01 equals 100 in this case, and that's a gradient of 1 in 100. Or you would say 1000 millimetres divide by 10 millimetres, that still equals 100, 1 in 100. Now to work out your fall, you would divide your distance by your gradient to equal your fall, or if you need to know your distance, you would multiply your fall by your gradient. So horizontally you multiply, vertically you divide to equal the other sector. Well, that's it for another project. All I've got left is this piece of stainless steel rod and this short piece of waste pipe. I'll carry this with me in the Caravan anyway, you never know. So, hope you found this useful and hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.